Guys, here we go. Okay, class.
Yes.
We are still subtracting fractions, subtracting mixed number fractions. So I'm going to start with number one, and do not get ahead of me, okay? I want to walk through this step by step and make sure everybody knows what's going on. So, last week we learned that we could subtract the whole numbers first.
Yes.
But I want to tell you something different today. I am going to advise you to work on the fractions first. Because sometimes you get in a pickle where you can't take away the second one from the first one, right? Do you guys remember that happened?
Sure.
Okay, so let's just start with the fraction part and see what happens when we try. Do you want to butterfly this?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 times 9 is going to be 27. And 2 times 10 is
20. You can't do that.
okay, we can't do this. So what we have to do, if this happens, because I can't take away 27 from 20. If I've only got 20 of something, I obviously cannot take 27 away. So does anybody remember what we need to do when this happens? When we can't subtract it, and no, you can't just go backwards and do 27 minus 20. You can't flip a subtraction problem like that. So who remembers? Fiona, what do we need to do?
So what you do is, I'm just going to do one of them. Is you take the 9 and you multiply it by 3, which that would give you 27. And then you have to add it by 2, which would give you 29.
Okay, so Fiona's telling me the steps to turn this fraction improper. So 3 times 9, she said, is 27. And then I add 2 more to that is going to give me 29. What is my denominator going to be, Fiona?
It would still be 3.
It would still be 3 where I started from, okay?
And then you would do this exact same thing on the 2.
And then I need, right, and then I just do the same thing on this side. So I would have 10 times 2 is 20 plus 9,
would give you 29.
29. Now don't freak out because you might think, oh, 29 minus 29. No, this isn't 29 minus 29. Why not?
Because the denominators are the same.
The denominators are different.
So Miss Fab,
So I can't just subtract my numerators. So what could I do now?
Butterfly.
I could butterfly. Yes, I could. Okay. So let's butterfly. Now, this is going to be a big number. I've got 29 times 3, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what 29 times 3 is, so I'm going to come up here and do this. So 9 times 3 is 27. Hang on, stay with me. Some of you are doing this ahead. 9 times 3 is 27.
Not 8.
3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more, 8. So my number here is 87. And then I've got 29 times 10.
290.
Just, yep, anytime you multiply by 10, you can just add a 0. So this ends up being 29, oops, add my 0, 290. So I've got 290 minus 87. My denominator will be 30. Now again, guys, I don't know.
It's 203.
290 minus 87. You're right,
202.
Jason. Jason is telling me what he thinks it's going to be. We're going to go ahead and subtract it out the long way. For those of you that can't do this in your head, which is totally fine. Okay? So I can't do that. I've got to borrow and make that a 10. 10 minus 7 is
3.
and I borrowed from that, so that's an 8 minus 8.
0.
And my 2, subtract nothing, 203. So my numerator is 203. That's the 290 minus 87. And I'm going to put it on top of 30. Hang on, we're not done yet.
What?
Why aren't we done yet?
Because we have 32.
Now I've got to turn this 203 over 30 into a mixed number. Is today going to be a quick day?
No.
There's a lot of steps, and you got to slowly take your time, okay?
The other side just has the same denominator.
The other side's going to go, you still have to turn every one of them improper.
Oh, come on.
It will be easier, though, because they'll have the same denominator once you get there, okay? Doesn't matter. We're working through the hard side today together. Which side would you rather do on your own? The side that I'm letting you do on your own, or this side? You don't want to do this side on your own.
No.
Because, yeah, so we're going to practice the hard stuff together. And then when we flip it over, the other side's actually going to be easier, okay? So how many times do we think 30 can go into 203? Let's count. Counting by 30s is the same as counting by 3s. I can go 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. Can I get closer than 180? No, the next one would be 210. So 180 would be 30 times 6. And so 203 minus 180.
That would be
23 30ths. All of that for one problem, but we got that. Okay? All right.
Another one.
Let's do another one. We're going to practice quite a few of these together, okay? Virtual friends, how are you guys doing over there? It took a while to get through that one, but how are we feeling? Were you with me? Cam, Lucas, were you guys with me? Slowly but surely as we work through? Okay, we're going to do another example. Thanks, Cam. I can get my board back over here. Oh, so angry at me. All right, so we're going to do 6 and a 5th minus 3 and a half. All right. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, let's just go ahead and flip them improper right from the beginning.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know you cannot do that because it's easy. If you just see the 5 and 1, the 5 is on the 3 and 1.
This would be a 5 over here, and this would be a 2 over here. I can't do 2 minus 5.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to just flip these improper right from the get-go. So to do that, I'm going to do times. 6 times 5
30.
plus 1.
1. 31.
31 over 5 minus, and then on this side I've got 2 times 3.
6.
6 plus 1. 7 over 2.
Yeah.
All right, so let's butterfly. 7 times 5. 35. And
62.
31 times 2.
62. 5 and 2.
62. You are correct. If you weren't sure, could you come up here and do 31
Yes.
times 2? You bet. Not a problem. And you would get what we got over here, 62. All right, so now I've got my 62, and I need to subtract 35. 62 minus 35, friends, what's that going to be?
That is
27.
27 is what I'm hearing. What's my denominator going to be?
10.
10. Okay, so I've got 27 tenths. Now, how many times can 10 go into 27? Kendall?
2 times, and then there's going to be 7 left over.
2 times would be
No, I
27
got it.
left over. That one wasn't quite so bad. The numbers weren't quite so big. Okay. All right. Let's do the next one. We got 7 and a half minus 4 and 4/5. All right, somebody flip 7.5 to improper. Tell me, what is 7.5 improper?
You do 7 times
15 half.
15/2. All right, raise your hand this time. 4 4/5 improper. Josie.
24/5.
24/5. Oops, it doesn't want to write. All right, now what am I going to do? Parker Pooh, what am I going to do? All right. I'm going to get a different color over here. 24 times 2, raise your hand. Right. 48. All right, now we've got 15 times 5. Whoop-de-doo. Somebody want to give me 15 times 5? Sam.
75?
Yep. I'll take it. 75. 34, but that's not right. Yeah, it is. Yep. Okay. All right. Now what do I do?
Subtract 75 and 48.
Subtract 75 and 48. Okay. Shawnee Pooh, can you follow along with us? Otherwise, it's going to... I don't know. 75 minus 48. What's that going to get me, friends?
27.
27 again?
Yep.
Okay. What's my denominator?
10. Oh my gosh,
Okay, turn this back to a mixed number.
I keep getting 37. Start right here.
Same stinking answer as last time.
2 7/10.
Yeah.
2 7/10. All right. Let's do another one.
Hopefully it's not the same answer. Hopefully it is.
5 3/5 minus 2
I'm gonna have it.
and 3/4. All right.
This
Let's
answer,
see what you guys got. I'm going to let you go for it.
Miss Bev, is this the answer?
I don't know yet. I'm figuring it out right now. Guys, do your own work. You're missing something. Yes. Yes. You got a fraction part.
Miss Bev. Josie's trying to start using.
Take your time. Hang on, Josie. I'm coming. Josie, hold it up real quick. If you were you ready? Yes, yes.
I took a.
This is correct. You're just missing a piece. Well, you're good, baby. You want to go to Irish? No, it's just the word I Okay. Check your numerator. See? Yep, Josie. Check your numerator, Keely. Okay, let's start working through this one slowly together, okay? We're going to turn them improper first. So if I had not given you the okay on this one, I want you following along with us, okay? so that you don't miss a step. First, we're gonna go improper, and when I do that, I'm getting 5 times 5 is plus 3 more. 28 over 5. On this side, then I get 4 times 2 plus 3, 11 fourths. So now I'm going to butterfly. 11 times 5, 28 times 4. I had to go do this off to the side, but it is 112. And then I had to come over here and do 112 minus 55. When I did that, what did I get? I got I got 57, okay? Which gave me 57 over, what's my denominator? 20. I multiply the 5 times the 4, okay? How many times does 20 go into 57? 20, 40, can it go 60? So just 20, 40, 2 times. And so if I got to 40, I've got 57 minus 40, which is 17. Put it over the 20th. Parker, you were missing your 2. You were missing your whole number, bud. But your fraction part was right, yeah. All right. We're going to give you guys another one, all on your own. This is number 5 on the worksheet, 7 1/5 minus 1 4/10 on your mark, get set, go.
Already got it.
Well, give me a second.
You guys can't.
They are working ahead. They're being turkeys.
They're all turkeys. It's a turkey.
Hey, guys, stop. Ooh.
I don't know.
Right, yes. Parker, yes, you can reduce your fraction part, though. Check your numerator. No, actually, check your whole number in your numerator. Yes, Kendall. Yes. Your whole number's better, your numerator's wrong. Yes, you can reduce that. Yeah, the backside's pretty easy. Yeah, so
I did 5 times 14, not 7 and then
but then you wrote 80 up there. Okay, so 5 times 4, 20. Right, that's, yeah, 70. So then why'd you put an 80? So just put a 70 there. Hang on, no. No. Anytime you're multiplying by 10, you just add a 0 to the number that's already there. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yes. Fraction. No.
Oh, Cameron put an answer.
Cameron gave me an answer. Let's just see what Cameron is doing. No, she didn't. But Josie's got it.
Oh, they're probably just going head on over.
Cool.
No, we done there.
Yes, you can reduce it though. Oh, now Cameron. Yep, you can reduce that though, but you got it. Nope, still don't like that. Yes. Good job. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hang on, you can't subtract and end up with a number that's bigger.
You can reduce.
Yes, but you can reduce. He's correct.
So easy.
Some of you are struggling right now because you're still struggling with math facts. Now, granted, some of these are bigger than our normal math fact, but even if you're doing big, long multiplication, you still need to know your basic math facts. Again, guys, I don't know how else to tell you. From this day forward, and actually several months ago, you need to know your math facts. They're not going to go away. We should not be counting, adding, and subtracting on our fingers. Adding and subtracting should be locked in your head. Period, the end. Multiplication at this point should be locked in your head. Most of the facts. We should be feeling pretty darn good about our facts at this point. And if we're not, that is something that you need to be working on, guys. We've got to be working on it, okay? All right. So,
The next one's hard.
let's flip. No, well, I'm not on the next one yet. I'm on this one. We're going to flip this one. 5 times 7.
35.
35 plus one more.
36.
36 over 5. All right, then I've got 1 times 10.
10.
10 plus 4. 14 over 10.
Sorry.
All right, now, how many of you went from here and went to a butterfly? Raise your hand if you got here in butterfly. Is there something else you could have done that would have kept your numbers smaller?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What could you do instead of butterfly that would keep your numbers smaller?
Multiply the 5 by 2.
Yep, Sam says multiply this side, the 36/5 by 2. I don't even need to change this one at all. You guys see, because a 5 can turn into a 10. I just need to multiply this side by 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. 36 times 2, I don't know, but I can come over here and do this, can't I? 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 72. So this one becomes 72 tenths minus 14 tenths. Is that an easier problem than what some of you ended up with when you butterflied?
Yeah.
When you butterflied, you got really big numbers, like 360 minus something, which is really big, and then you had a big thing to reduce. I'm still going to have to reduce, but it's going to be much smaller. 72 minus 14, actually, when you do the math, turns into 58. How many times does 10 go into 58? It's easy. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 58 minus 50. 8 tenths. But I can reduce that 8 tenths. I can divide them both by 2.
Wow.
These problems take a ridiculous amount of time. But if you try and rush it, is that going to help you?
Well, it could help you.
Are you going to get the right answer?
If you're really smart, yes.
Should you rush?
No.
Should you rush? Should any of us in here be rushing through these? Is there a prize that I'm unaware of for finishing first?
Applause, yeah. Applause.
No.
Applause. A smiley
You
face.
don't even get to brag.
A smiley face?
Because I said so.
Do we get a smiley face for it?
Nope, I'm not even going to give you a smiley face for being first.
What?
You get nothing. So there's no point in rushing. Cam's already done. That's all you need to know is when you think I'm going to be first, just know that Cam already finished it yesterday.
Wait, what?
That's really all you need to know. I'm kidding. It wasn't posted yesterday. She couldn't be done that fast. Cam, are you done yet with the worksheet?
Unless you went back in time, posted it for
Back in
her.
time, because I had to go to the teacher. Yeah.
No, I'm not done with the worksheet yet.
Okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. You know I love you.
Wait, she's not
All right.
the worksheet.
Okay. Sometimes she works ahead. It's not like unreasonable that I thought that. Okay.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna pause with this side of the worksheet. I'm gonna flip over to the one that I'm gonna have you do on your own, but I wanna do number 1 on this side together because I want you guys to realize how much easier this side is going to be for you. You're still going to need to flip them to improper, but once you do that, you should be set. You shouldn't have to butterfly. Mags and Riley, are you listening?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at number 1 on this side. I've got 3 4/10 minus 1 8/10. Now, what do you notice right away about this problem?
Same denominator.
Same denominator. Can I just subtract it though?
No.
No, because this is a 4. Can I take an 8 away from 4?
No, but you can multiply.
No, but I can flip these to improper. So let's go ahead and do that. 3 times 10
30.
plus 4.
4.
Jason, chill. Okay. And on this side, I've got 10 times 1.
This is easy.
10 times 1, guys. Work it with me.
10.
10 plus 8.
18.
18 over 10. Okay.
Over 10.
Now, do I need to butterfly?
No.
No, I've got the same denominator. Yay! Okay. So what is 34 minus 18? I don't know, but I can come over here and do this. Make this a 14, which is a 6. I borrowed from this guy. 2 minus 1 is 1, which gives me 16 over 10. Now, can I leave it like this? How many times does 10 go into 16? 1. And how many would I have left over? 6.
You can reduce.
And then Grayson noticed I can reduce. What can I divide both of these by?
2.
2. And so then I would get 6 divided by 2 is, and 10 divided by 2 is this side easier, having the same denominator? You want to do one more of these together, do number 2 together, and then I'll let you work on the rest on your own? Okay. Actually, here, you tell me the answer to number 2. You guys tell me the answer to number 2 on here. 8 2/8 minus 2 5/8. You do need to flip it improper.
You don't already work on it, Jason.
Miss Bab, I'm ready.
Oh, this is easy.
Do it then. Check your numerator.
What?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I'm ready.
Can we subtract the
I'm
I did this earlier.
Check your math fact that you reduced with.
Miss Bab, can we subtract the numbers?
Do what?
Subtract the whole numbers.
I'm ready.
No, you have to, you can't, baby, because then when you get to the fractions, you would have 2/8 minus 5/8, and you can't take 5 away. You've got to flip this.
I
to
got
improper.
mine.
You got yours?
You got it? Let me see.
We're still learning.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Miss Bab.
Is that what I got?
Miss
Let me see.
Bab.
Do you have Lucas's report card?
Lucas's? Do I have it?
Yeah.
I gave him, I thought I gave him to Holly already.
Okay, I'll go check. I didn't know.
I just came straight to you.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Miss Bab! Miss Bab! Miss Bab!
Miss
Bab! Miss Bab! That's her
Bab.
Hey, Miss Bab! Miss Bab! Miss Bab!
That's her
I'm so confused. I can't see anything.
You get a car.
What car?
Do I get a Lambo? A Bugatti?
I get whatever toy car I find in Landon's room when I go home tonight.
Miss Bab, I'll give it to my brother. He has a big fat.
All right, I'm still looking for answers.
My friend
Um,
did.
I want a
Why
Bugatti.
can't I just subtract this?
You don't have.
Why can't I just subtract this?
At least you made it
Whoa,
to
whoa,
the
whoa, 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 I'm
next
looking for somebody to raise their hand instead of everyone scream at once. Why can't I just subtract this? Nope. Check your what you divided by. 45 divided by 8 is not 5. Yes, Kendall.
Yay.
Fiona, how do I know that I cannot just subtract this?
Well, if you look at it, you can see that there's a 5 and a 2 on the as a numerator. You can't take the 5 out of the 2, and that would leave you in negative.
All right, correct.
Negative
If I look, I've got the same denominators, which makes me think I can just subtract. But if I look a little closer at my numerators, I know that I can't take 5 away from 2. So as soon as I realize that I can't take this 5 away from the 2, I know I need to flip this into an improper. Okay? And I think, glancing at all of these, I can just tell you on every single problem on this paper, you have to flip them to improper.
I'm already set.
Yep.
No
Okay.
way.
So you're right there.
Really?
Cameron, you've got it. Josie, you've got it. Good job, ladies.
Wait, what problem are we working on?
What? Huh?
Oh, I thought
We were on number 2 on the side that you're going to do on your own. But at this point, you can start working on the worksheet yourself.
I already
So you've got that 8 goes into 45 5 times, which is correct. So what is 8 times 5? Because that's the number you're going to subtract. We're not doing that side. Okay, you want to be working on this side on your own, friends. The one that has the side that has 14 problems. That's the one you're going to do. You're going to finish this side again, but this is the easy side because they have common denominators in one.
true.
I've got my answer.
Okay? Because I love you, I'm letting you do the common denominator side. So hop to it.
You guys not do any sites?
Yes. All right. This one ended up being this. I think most everybody got it. So at this point, you guys are good to go. I want to give you plenty of time to work on the worksheet today. Take your time. You do need to flip every single one of these improper. I can tell you that ahead of time. But once you do that, they will have a common denominator, so it should be easy, and then you just need to reduce. Okay?
They missed out.
Hang on. I've got to check all the raised hands around here. Close this. Josie, yes, ma'am.
So do we have to do the page that we were working on together?
No.
Like the rest
No.
of it?
No, you don't. Only the side that has the 14 problems on it. So the other one was just to work together, but I think we were good on that. So yeah, just the other side. Hey, we're done talking and you're working on your worksheet. Done talking. All right, friends, hang on, Mags. I'll be right there. I'm going to hit stop record for them. All right, guys.